What is detachment? How is it different from love? What is the meaning of cutting the ties that bind method? What are we supposed to detach from? How to detach? What can we, should we be attached to? Should we be detached from things that we are attached to? Which things we should detach ourselves from? In a nutshell, if we were to be detached from everything in life, then why would be even attached to life itself? Why would we even want to live? Is detachment a very suicidal thing? Unhappy? Solitude? Does it mean that if I'm detached, then I don't have any loved ones? That I'm supposed to be detached from things that give me happiness? That I should be detached from my loved ones? Are both attachment and detachment possible? Can I live in a world where I can experience both attachment and detachment? Attachment should not be confused with love. I can be attached to anything. I can be attached to my negative experiences. I can be attached to injustice. I can be attached to justice. I can be attached to truth. I can be attached to events which were untruthful. I can be attached to things that make me happy. I can also be attached to things that made me unhappy and I am not able to forget and forgive. Attachment is what I repeatedly turn towards over and over again like gravity. Whatever is drawing me in, or whatever I am being drawn to, automatically or purposefully or desiredly or undesiredly is called attachment. Apparently, attachment is what causes misery, what causes sorrow. So, the purpose is to detach ourselves from things that gives us misery or causes sorrow in our life. Whatever is creating pain and suffering in our life, and we are attached to it, and it is negative and it is bad and it is wrong, or whatever the word may be, depending upon your life situation. That is what I have to detach myself from in the very first place. Forget about detachment in later stages or higher levels, where eventually you have to detach from everything. But don't go to the PhD level right away when we are in the kindergarten or middle school level. In the very beginning, detach yourself from things that you clearly know are bad in you and bad for you, or a bad influence from the outside. If you have a hard time detaching yourself from the bad influences from the outside, which means bad company, you can work on the inside. Okay, can I get rid of these negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative habits, or things that I think, feel, or do that bring me down? Can I start from inside? Then do that. I would suggest that detaching yourself from outside will be simpler because our suffering inside often is caused by suffering from the outside. To that, just a simple ABC rule will suffice. Avoid bad company. Company of people, individuals or groups that create negative feeling inside you. Avoid it. Which means run away from bullies, narcissist people, controlling people. If you cannot avoid it, it's fine. But don't gravitate towards them because you're getting some approval from them or because you might have something to gain. It could be financial, could be job, could be love. First, run away from that because that will help you regain some of your energies, help you regain some of your self-confidence, will give you a little bit of self-respect. We get attached to bad memories from the past, things that our siblings, our family members, uh, society, friends, our inner circle, and the immediate outer circle of influence that we keep in our heart. When they say or do negative things, they really impact us. And then whatever negative event might have taken place, that might have taken place in the past once or multiple times, doesn't matter. It could be a trauma which happened one time or multiple times. That happened, but we think about it over and over again. That is what causes us suffering. So we have to bring those traumatic incidents to a conclusion. Run through that event and put an end to that event. Okay, this happened, that happened, that happened, that happened. I suffered. That person did something bad to me. And I made this choice. I wish I didn't make this choice. I wish I spoke up. I wish I didn't speak up. Could be any number of things. You run through the course of events and accept that that is what happened. And then you surrender that event, that negative event in the past, which is causing suffering today, which is binding me today, which is controlling me today, which is holding me back, which is preventing me in moving forward, which has become an obstacle or an eyesore for me in my life, which is consuming a lot of my time, energy, and so forth, which is making me unhappy. Bring that story to a conclusion. If you have to suffer for once in your meditative state, go through the suffering. Not forever, but take a few minutes if you must. Go through that suffering, because bring out that feeling from deep inside your heart, bring it out on the surface, feel it, experience it, and then surrender that feeling that you have inside of the pain and suffering regarding that event. Could be loss of money, loss of relationship, loss of job, loss of some sort of agony causing situation. Disrespectful, whatever it is, something that took away your dignity, something that made you feel lesser than who you really are. Let that experience come to a boil. Resolve it, look at it left, right, front, back, above, below, and squarely in the eyes. See the devil in the eyes. And then surrender it all to your God, to your higher consciousness. Surrender it. Matha tek lo jaake, put your head down. If you have to write a letter, go through it. But you don't have to. You can do all of this on the inner level. But if you feel like expressing it in words, go ahead. Go to a silent place, cry, shout, If there is a friend who you can confide in, go ahead. It's a family member you can confide in, go ahead. If you feel that there's no one who understands you, or who respects and who will not take this private information forward, then do it by yourself, alone, in the quiet of your home, or go to a park or someplace where you can feel that you can feel safe. Surrender everything. The feeling, the event, the fear, and other emotions that come as a result of it. This is called detachment. Okay? Detachment does not mean you stop loving people. Love is love. Love is attraction. Detachment has to be done with things that bring you down. All the negativity, all the badness. Okay? Just keep it very simple. In advanced stages, you will not need to hear anyone like me or somebody else to explain what will happen in the future stages, because once you're in the path of detachment, you will know what to detach next from, because you have to get rid of everything negative, everything dark, everything that brings you back down in the past and doesn't let you move forward in the future. Once you've cleared the junk, you will know how you want to reduce your luggage moving forward in your life. You don't need anyone else. You already know. You're in the driving seat. Whether you are in the driving seat of your life, or God is in the driving seat of your life, or your higher consciousness is in the driving seat of your life, or your guru or teacher is in the driving seat, or your best friend, your lover is in the driving seat, doesn't matter. Then you will know what to do. You don't need anyone to tell you. So, in a nutshell, detachment is positively good, and love is positively good. Being attached to anything negative is positively bad. Getting rid of your love and loved one is positively bad. I love me. Be attached to yourself. In the beginning, you have to be attached to yourself. You have to look out for yourself. Until next time. What do I need? What is required for me to manifest what I want in my life? What is required to fulfill my desires, my dream, my mission in life? How to realize the purpose of your life? With different degree and gradations, it could be simple desire, or a goal, or even a mission, or even a purpose of life, which to achieve is going to happen from present moment onward, forward to the future. For that, we have to deal with something else other than the mind. We have to deal with our heart. Our heart is the seat of God. Our heart is where this power, our heart is where we keep things that are important for us. And what may be important for us may not necessarily be positive. It may be negative things, unimportant things in our heart as well. We can keep setbacks in our heart. We can keep heartaches in our heart. We can keep heartbreaks in our heart. We can keep sufferings, defeats, loss, failures, lack of money, lack of relationship, lack of success, lack of beauty, lack of praise, lack of attention, also in our heart. We can keep not just our consciousness or God, which is the highest, which is the seat, which the heart is seat of. Our heart is home to God. Our heart is the temple of God. But we also keep other things. And we tend to crowd that space. So we have to clear out that space. Let go of so-called unimportant, unnecessary things. We have to unplug from the past. We have to let go of things which are negative, which hold us back. We have to get used to of the habit of thinking about the past. We have to detach ourselves from the past. We have to move on, move forward, let go of the past. We have to develop new habits. We have to stop enjoying, reminiscing about the past, things which are unchangeable, and especially things that are negative. I think it's worthwhile reminiscing or thinking about or feeling or rerunning the reels which are beautiful, which makes you feel good, which makes you closer to your goal of life. But get rid of anything negative, anything bad. Because when we do that, we clear the space in our heart. We make space for something beautiful that we can manifest in the future. There's only so much space. So we have to get rid of the junk, declutter. This process is detachment also. We should not be detached from our goals. We should not be detached from our mission. We should be married to our mission. We should be very much attached to it. We should not be detached from our loved ones. We should be very much attached to our loved ones. Take care of them. Be responsible. We should take care of our jobs. We should be monomaniacally, consistently working towards the mission of our lives perfectly. So to be able to look forward to tomorrow, to be able to have hope at the very minimum, and have belief, faith, nay, have confidence in what you want to manifest in your life, you have to get rid or detach yourself and not continue to have this habit of thinking about negative things in the past. Getting rid of that habit of thinking about negative things in the past is called detachment. And manifesting, thinking about, and planning and taking action towards the mission of your life is actually self-realization. I love me. I love you. You love me. We love each other. I love God. God loves me. We love God. God loves us. We love everyone. Everyone loves us.